Hi, I am Lyndon Andrews of LA Records and this is my OMG interview. LA Records is an international media and entertainment company. We actually based in Trinidad and Tobago, have a branch in Dubai, and we work with a number of persons across the globe. Our main purpose is to contribute positive music to not just Trinidad and Tobago but the world at large through the means of making different partnerships and putting forward the best that we can put forward from our hearts, souls and spirits. I started playing the keyboard around the age of 11 as a young kid. Somewhere around the age of 15 I started writing songs, and as a part of a group, a band, I was able to write the songs and tell everyone in the group what to sing, and assisted in the recording aspect of the music. There was a guy in the group who was responsible for the recording aspect of it and production, because I had no experience in terms of audio engineering or anything of the sort. What happened is that later on the group dismantled and the person who was responsible for the recording and production left the group. And I had a desire to continue recording the group and continue the band, so I went forward to study audio engineering and music production. I did a music production audio engineering course to start off with, where I was introduced to software such as Logic and Pro Tools, and then I went on to study live song engineering. After which I then went to the University of Trinidad and Tobago, of which I'm a graduate of music technology class. From there I had the idea to actually start my own production company, because then I had to start to think about finance, how I was going to live. And what better way to live than to do something that you love. And following that, I made a number of partnerships with the members of the team that we now have at LA Records, which has been doing great thus far. LA Records in itself was actually established in December 2016. So LA Records was established December 2016, has been in existence for roughly about 1 year and some months. Prior to that, I would have established a company by the name of 501 Productions, where I would have done a production for one of the monks up at Monks in Benedict. And that production caught the attention of a fashion company in Dubai, who requested of me to produce their theme song for their fashion event. Upon doing so, which was in 2014, I had the opportunity to actually go across to Dubai and manage the media aspect of the event, which then afforded me the opportunity to manage the entertainment aspect of the event in 2015. Upon which I took soca artists and a dear friend to me, Shurwayne Winchester, to represent Trinidad and Tobago. Having done so in 2015 and just seeing where my career was about to go, I started looking at myself and looking at the team around me and realized that I had to get some more serious people around me, and people really dedicated to not just the art but this business in itself, and more so getting this positive message across the world. So I then formed LA Records, and so since then we have worked with a number of artists both locally and internationally. Dubai experience was an amazing experience, something that I'll never forget as long as I live. I've been there 2 times. I'm only 28 years of age. So the first time I went there I was 24 and the second time I was 25. And to be afforded such an opportunity, and more so to have that opportunity extended towards me because of this thing that I love, to me that in itself made it even more amazing. To see the beautiful places and the beautiful people and some of the connects that I was able to make. And the second time that I went, to see our very own Shurwayne Winchester representing so outstandingly on that stage at Runway Dubai, which is the fashion event in Dubai. That in itself for me was an iconic moment in my career, because I'll never forget that as long as I live. That at the age of 25 I was actually able to take Shurwayne Winchester, who is a very established artist of Trinidad and Tobago, to represent our country. And the people of Dubai appreciated him and appreciated our music. That in itself was an excellent moment for me. From that amazing experience in Dubai in 2015, I took the year 2016 into 2017 to basically get things together properly, with regards to myself personally first, and then my company. In doing so, some opportunities presented itself once again, and I had the opportunity to work with Grammy-nominated Jackie and reggae icon Bushman for my project, The Rebirth Rhythm, which also featured local acts such as Jam Melody, King David, Fireball, Crazy, to name a few, as well as the late Guitar Dan, my dear friend. Some of the gospel artists also featured on that project would have been Blessed Messenger, Jaron Nurse, and Emron Henry out of St. Lucia. That project has since caught the attention of a number of reggae fanatics all across the world and persons within the reggae industry. On March 2nd, 2018, the track sung by reggae icon Bushman was actually selected for his album released this year, Conquering Lion. It was featured as actually track 11 on the album. For me, that's an honorable yet humbling experience as well, and more so an accomplishment, because once again, this humble individual from Trinidad and Tobago has been able to derive success in the field of music. The biggest lesson I've learned so far is be careful who you trust. It is really a difficult thing for me, because when I started off this entire thing, I was very pure-minded and very naive in some cases, and I chose to work with people who I assume were passionate about this, for which I'm very passionate. Like, I have given up everything to do this. I left my job to do this. I do this full time. This is not a joke. This is not a game for me. This is not play. I'm very, very serious about what I do, and I believe in delivering the best quality that can be delivered at the point in time, every time. And when I started off, it was a group of friends, and it really hurt along the way. I cried a lot of times, sorrowful in my heart at times to see that even now some of my friends and I, we don't talk anymore and stuff. And then there were people who I thought were coming into my life to help me, people who would have seen the path that I was taking, and they would say, I'll help you make this connection, or I'll help you get funding for this, and it's because they were trying to see how they could outsmart me in the process. That in itself really hurt too as well. So for me, now that I have a team of persons that at this point I feel like I trust and work with, that in itself is really a great accomplishment in itself. And as I would say, the lesson has been learned, because now I'm very, very careful as to who I do business with. One, because this company, LA Records, is like my baby, and I want to make a significant statement in Trinidad and Tobago and from Trinidad and Tobago to the world. So I'm very careful as to who I partner with. So I say trust is the greatest thing that I've learned. So LA Records, aside from the productions that we would have done, we did a rhythm coming to the end of last year for the Christmas season called the De La Parent Rhythm, which featured Marcia Miranda, Uncle Crazy, Tommy Joseph, George Gonzalez, an great accomplishment. And along those lines, I would just say that anything that you put your mind to, anything that you put your heart into, and you have God supporting you, you can achieve and you can be successful. Aside from the productions that we do, we also offer music production and audio engineering courses. We offer DJ courses as well, so you can look into other records. One of my OMG moments would be when reggae icon Bushman called me a morning and requested for his song on my rhythm that I produced, the Rebirth rhythm, his song Evil Knievel, to be featured on his album. That for me was amazing. Never thought that would happen. OMG. So I thank everyone for viewing. Thank you for taking the time to take in this interview, and I hope some part of it would have motivated you and inspired you along your journey, so that someday you can make your dreams a reality. To connect with LA Records, you can contact us at 868-281-3022, email larecordsme@gmail.com, Instagram larecordsme, and Facebook, LA Records Media and Entertainment Services. Bye-bye.